like high mileage, right? It could die anytime. God damn, I just got hit in the lip with a bug by a bug. I think it's weird that they think it's weird. Yeah, it made me mad. I was just like, dude, who is this guy, man? Alright, it's 12:53 on Tuesday. Let's go ahead and get on this side. We're starting off on Michelson, heading over to Von Carmen. I shouldn't be cutting through this campus at this time of day. There's probably too much activity, but we're going to anyway because it's too late now. So like usual, I'm on a mission. More times than not, that is the situation. Having 3 kids and a wife. That's just the way things are. It's a beautiful thing. I'm just gonna cut in front of all these fools here. So we've got a parent-teacher conference. Starts in a little while, which it's about 2 hours and 20 minutes, which seems like a long time from now, but you know, banking on the reliability of this e-bike, I have to give myself a little bit of extra time to, you know, fix a flat, or if the bike completely dies, since it has, I mean, it has so, like high mileage, right? It could die anytime. So I have to make sure that I give myself enough time to recover. So right now, plan A is ride my e-bike, and that's it, and get home and take care of business. Plan B is I get a flat tire, and I fix the flat tire, and I continue with plan A. Plan C, the bike completely just isn't fixable, and I abandon the bike completely on the side of the road and take Uber the rest of the way. So in that case, I'd probably stash it in the bushes and cross my fingers, maybe something like that. But let's hope that it does not come to that. Alright, we should be getting the Verde right here. We know we could get over on the correct side of the street like a good e-biker. And my brakes need to be adjusted, but I don't have time to do that. Got a couple of text messages from bill collectors. If I get far enough and something happens to the bike, then I can, my wife can come and rescue me. But, you know, she wanted me to get a car, and I got a car. Just unfortunately, we had to sell it. So now I need a new bike and a new car. Keeping my eye out for nails and screws. Lately, the last two of my flats were staples. So staples are a little harder for me to identify while I'm riding. But nails and screws are definitely doable. You just can't fixate on it too much, or you're gonna get smacked by a car. So the ride is a continuous scanning. When your tire gets worn down like this, it's not just that you don't have any tread, it's that you don't have any more structure in your, oh, I just ran over a wire. So yeah, the structure of your tire changes, so your the surface area, like the tire gets, the radius changes. It gets very sharp. So the tube starts pushing the tire out a lot more. So you feel like you're riding on a balloon instead of a tire. And then the tread on the rear tire, in the areas it's not worn out, and when you move from side to side, the tread will grip on the asphalt and kind of pull you in a bunch of different directions. So with a bike in prime running condition, this is about a 40-minute route. Right now it's gonna probably be, we'll have to see, probably a little bit longer. We'll see. More than likely we're not gonna wait. I do feel like I'm going in the wrong direction every time I take this route, but if you look at it on a map, it's really not that bad. But I'm incredibly nervous that I'm not gonna make it on time, or something's gonna, I don't know. It's just, when you have like serious stuff to do, on a bike like that's in this kind of shape, it's just kind of nerve-wracking for me. We'll just focus on the bike path, on the bike lane. There's a lot of debris in this bike lane starting once we start heading in that direction. I think a lot of trucks, a lot of big trucks with rocks, spilled their rocks all over the place, and then worker trucks, stuff bouncing off the bed of the worker trucks like nails and screws, sharp rocks. The debris fields and intersections are horrible. I really just want to ride out in the street. So yeah, if you ever see people on bikes and you're wondering like, why are they in the street? They should be in the bike lane. They're probably in the street because they're trying to avoid running over sharp objects. Hey, look at the bike lane. It's a mess. Cars coming our way. You can really see it on this section. Look at all the stuff in this bike lane. I'm not complaining, I'm just making an observation. You can hear it, you know, when I'm running this stuff over. let's see, how many miles are we at? We're at 5.2 miles. So not quite at the halfway point. It's horrible. I don't trust these cars right here. We know about that. It's amazing, like, how, like, goddamn, I just got hit in the lip with a bug, by a bug. It's amazing how, like, yeah, when I used to ride skateboards, like, we would slam all the time into the asphalt, concrete, just like, and you can watch, like, skate videos, you see people just, like, eating it on I never did handrails, but eating it on handrails and stairs, and just like, just brutal falls, like one after another. It's just, you know, and yeah, they just keep getting up. They just keep getting up and trying the same trick over and over again. But I was very, like, when I think back to several weeks ago when I got hit by that car, I mean, it wasn't a direct hit. Getting hit is kind of dramatic, but I mean, I definitely got hit, but it was kind of a side swiper, you know. So, but that accident, and it was into the asphalt. It wasn't even into concrete. The most shocking thing about it is how hard that ground felt when I hit it, and how hard it felt when the car hit me. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I got, like, hit and it kind of, like, bounced me off the side, you know? It was like hitting a wall, dude. So in my mind, like, when I'm riding right now, when I see all these little situations where, like, a car is pulling out, and then I picture, like, how it would feel to get hit by that car. So I think, you know, yeah, that kind of stuff stays with you, man. Like, I think about it, like, when I'm sitting in an intersection, I'm thinking, like, what would it be like right now if somebody just hit me from behind and just hit me into that intersection, you know? Or, you know, if somebody pulls out in front of me and I hit the side of their car, you know, and go flying. Or if I crash and somebody runs me over. I think about it all the time now. You know, before or after the first wreck where I got hit by, where I got doored. Yeah, that one I think about all the time too when I'm riding next to cars. I was watching an e-bike review the other day and somebody was doing that, and like an experienced rider, and I was just like, oh man, you know, just going like 35 miles an hour like next to a row of cars. It's death, dude. Like every time. I don't know. At least the door though, when I hit the door, it had a little bit of, it had some give to it, you know? When I hit the door, it was kind of like a cushion. Like I broke the door hinges and I bent the front quarter panel, so that kind of like took a little bit of the impact. Like the energy got kind of transferred rather than, you know, hitting the side of the car and hitting the concrete. All of that momentum energy was transferred into my body. All right, so we're up to La Colina. Driving so, oh, it's because it's so low to the ground. The yellow Lexus, huh? Yellow. Mellow yellow. Not a bad time of the day to ride. There's not a lot of people out. Are you going straight? Are you going straight? Yeah, you're going straight. Right. on 8.5 miles. We've been riding for 25 minutes. So at this point, we're gonna have to make a decision here. I usually go up Newport all the way to Foothill. Then I take Foothill to Old Foothill, then go around to Hughes. And I've come up on, this is 17th Street, I think. So I think I've taken 17th Street coming from the other direction, but I don't think I've taken it coming from this direction. I can't really remember what it's all about. There is a slight chance that I have to go to stop by the store, like if I'm making good time. But I might just wait and just get to my final destination first, and then if I have enough time, then I could run to the store real quick. We got La Loma up here. Running out of juice. This is a horrible place to have to stop. We were doing pretty good. Just be patient here. So kind of a funny thing happened. Somebody accused me of being, it's crazy, of being weird because I, like in that video I published yesterday, there's like some girl that came out of like the bushes with this guy. I was just making an observation, you know, but it just seemed like a weird situation. And then she seemed like mentally distressed. And then he was basically accusing me of exploiting that situation and if I thought that she was mentally distressed, why didn't I save her? And like just all this stuff and thinking that saying that I, like by me riding my bike through Santa Ana, that I'm exploiting people to get views. So Santa Ana is so I think it's weird that they think it's weird, for one thing. So just if he's saying that I'm weird, I feel like he's saying that about himself, because for me it's like I don't think that's weird at all. And I've been doing this for 2 years, and anybody who watches the channel knows that I go through environments and areas that I could completely 100% exploit. And I've actually talked about my like how I'm in conflict about that. Like there's people that actually even encourage me to say, you should check this out, or you should, go engage with those people. There's that guy that has a channel called the Lizard Crew, or the Lizard, I don't know. He rides around Phoenix, and he'll even go to Vegas and goes to all these different areas, and just trips out on some of these different zones. And look at John Hicks, he does the same thing. There's another guy, Alex Marentes, he explores the war zone. There's all those videos of people in Kensington and Philadelphia. Like, dude, like, it is content, but that's not what my content even comes close to revolving around, man. If I wanted to get up in the mix and create drama on my channel on a daily basis, I totally could. But I choose not to do it. But this guy points out in one video, the one time I stop and turn around to try to figure out what's going on with this strange situation, that's like, you know what I mean? Completely, like, and it's crazy because you can't, like, getting into a back and forth with somebody about this, there's no way to be able to convey, like, your point over a freaking message. I have way too much to say about it, and it's like, it's just really, like, obnoxious for somebody to, like, to judge me and my character by that. And even if that was the case, like, I'm sorry, it's none of their business. Go watch something else. Like that channel, The Lizard Hunter, he does a lot of stuff that, like, I don't think it's cool, But I'm not gonna go on his channel and tell him, like, hey dude, like, why are you giving these people $20 to buy drugs so you can interview them, Look at how many people watch his channel. That's how his channel started. He got a bunch of views from, he went to a truck stop and, like, happened to get this video of something going down at a truck stop. And I guess that's what they call girls that do that, is like lot lizards, which I didn't know that. I don't know. Anyway, and so he got like 1 million views on that. It went viral. So then he just made that. That's what his whole channel is about now, as him just going around and tripping out on all the street activity in various different areas, primarily in Phoenix, But, like, so what? Like, that's his thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. It's none of my business. Now, like, just because I'm pointing out that girl's in possible mental duress, if I stop to help everybody that I see that's in mental duress, I would never get to work, and I would never make it home from work. And if I wanted to do that, I would be a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a counselor. It's like, I'm riding on my bike to get to work so I can fix machines. I fix machines. Well, I don't anymore, but. Now the guy was like, beating her down in the street, yeah, I might stop and like do something. I don't know what the heck I could do. Right, it was just a simple observation. And then another thing is like regarding the environments that I choose to ride in. Like anybody that watches the channel knows that I've been on every street from freaking the Mountains to the Sea Trail all the way to Fairview, the Santa Ana River, and everything in between. I've been through all those freaking areas. And I've explored every single one of them. Yeah, it made me mad. I was just like, dude, who is this guy, man? Like trying to make me feel like I'm a bad person, dude. Like, I'm not a bad person. I think it's weird that he thinks it's it's weird. Crazy ass. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's all for content, man. If I was a sellout like that, if that's what the channel was all about, what he's insinuating, then like, I guarantee you right now, I would probably be doing e-bike reviews. I'd probably have 10,000 subscribers, and I'd probably be making $1,000 a month on YouTube. But since I don't do that, I make $50 a month on YouTube. I have 1,800 awesome subscribers, and my videos get anywhere from 130 to 250 views each. All right, so that's just what it is right now. And then when I get like, if I ever get to do e-bike reviews, then it's like boom, that's all I need to do. We'd be commuting on a bunch of different e-bikes. I've always said that that's my focal point. And if I don't get it, I don't care. This is what I do. All right, so we are on Chapman, which will be a very busy street. And I've got a car like right on my bumper instead of going around me into the other lane. That dude's probably not ever ridden an e-bike anywhere in their whole life. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, where's your channel? You know what I mean? Let's see your freaking videos. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. So that lady's front blinker's on, but it's not on in the back. It's kind of crazy. Freaking gutter fabulous, y'all. Wow, Chapman, man. Chapman is like always, this Chapman right here wakes up at about 5:30 in the morning and doesn't rest until probably 10 or 11 at night. This street is this street and Tustin Street, always busy. All right, don't pull out and hit me, y'all. All right, so we're pretty close. And that dude that was just walking right here, ironically enough, he's the dude that popped out of that, parking lot, out of the bushes with that chick, ironically enough. All right, let's get in this turn lane. All right, let's just pop over, y'all. We got time to mess around. Oh, is anybody turning in here? No, let's go hit the dirt path. Oh shoot, I almost passed it up. All right, we're at Grijalva Park, 42 minutes, 13 miles. I'll have to call up my wife and see if she wants me to stop by the store still. Watch out for these little kids running around. Hi. These curbs right here, my daughter keeps wrecking on them. I keep telling her, like, if you're gonna cut into the grass, you need to hit it straight. If you hit it sideways, you're gonna crash. So she's crashed like twice on it. What's up, bro? Both times she crashed, she fell into the grass, thank God. It's funny though, kids' attention span is, it's just different. You know, you can say, she'll be like this, Dad? Yeah, I like that. And we'll go around the track one more time and then she'll just do it the way she used to do it. I want to get her a better bike though. The bike she has right now, I mean, she's only 7, but her bike only goes like 7 miles an hour. So I got to find one that's just a little bit faster and goes a little bit further. Because she's going to be the one that's going to want it. Like, I bought my son a bike and he just never wants to go anywhere. My daughter's always like, let's go. Anyway, we'll be hitting a lot of Tustin, I think, in the next, especially on my early morning ride, since it's dark now and I'm on my earlier shift. It's kind of a nice route, like I mentioned this morning. So we'll still hit Santa Ana and do our exploitative documentation of the denizens of Santa Ana. So don't worry. We're still gonna do that. So thanks for watching my channel. We'll catch you on the next one.